honestly, just so I can slow down and tell you the story with this dog. These guys, I had never met the owners before. They Googled veterinary acupuncturist. They carried her into my office bawling. And I just, the first time I met them, they were bawling. And really our conversation was about euthanasia. I mean, they were really at the point of putting her to sleep. And they just said, we can't do it. We love her so much. We just want to know if there's anything else, if acupuncture can help her. And, she really was in such bad shape that we had to have that quality of life discussion, and it was a tough appointment, but I knew they weren't ready. And I said, let's give acupuncture a try. I did not have great hopes that it was going to turn this dog around, especially not quickly. But really, I felt like she was kind of far gone for even that to really make a huge difference for her. But we started doing it. And when I heard about Canine Health, I knew they would do anything. So I called them up. I said, hey, we've got to try her on this herbal supplement. If anything, it's not going to hurt her. So let's try her on it. So they were all for it. This was a video I got 6 weeks after starting Canine Health. And this was a dog that could not walk without being carried. And this was what was happening. Oh, it's upside down, but it's okay. It's sideways, but still you can see. You can see she's energetic. She's spinning in circles. She's playing. That was kind of the thing she used to do when she was young, was just get these crazy little spurts of energy and run around in circles. And I mean, they hadn't seen that kind of behavior in years. And they called me bawling, thinking I'm some miracle worker. And I'm like freaking out because I never expected results like that. And, it was just amazing. And so then I got super excited, and I'm, of course, wanting to put everybody on it. And, it's really crazy because, this dog lived for another year and had good quality of life. And the thing that she ended up passing from was a heart problem that went pretty much undiagnosed for over a year. And symptoms came on super fast, and we knew that really it was time. And so there was no question at that point. It wasn't, oh, is it pain? It was, no, her heart's failing and it's time. But, that extra year that those clients got with their dog was priceless, and it was a good quality. And, it's like thinking about that conversation of, we're thinking about putting her down because of pain, and what ended up, taking her was heart, not pain. So and we did wean her off of every single pain medication that she was on when she first came to see me. The only thing she was on was Canine Health. We were still doing acupuncture, and then they would occasionally give her an anti-inflammatory when needed, but not daily. So that was a huge testimony. And then pause this one just a second. I'll introduce this video. So this is a good friend of mine's patient, Alice Beretta. She's an equine veterinarian here in Georgia. This was her guinea pig, and this was a pony that she had been treating for 7 years with chronic laminitis. This pony could not walk. In fact, the people wanted to rehome him, but because his feet were so bad, they knew it'd probably kill him if they put him on a trailer and made him travel. So he was just living out in this pasture. They had tried him on everything, different farriers, trying to get his feet, better, trying to get him out of pain. And nothing really worked. And so she decided to try him on Protandim. And with horses, it's generally the rule of thumb is 1 Protandim tablet per 400 pounds. So I think she only had him on 1 a day. And she took a video diary, a video journal before, 4 weeks after, 7 weeks after, and 10 weeks after. And then we put it all together. So this is the video of his progress. It has music, but it's not playing, but that's okay. Okay, so that was one of her success stories, and she's had many more. And you know, it's an incredible product. I've had great luck with it for my cat patients as well. Of course, you know, it's funny because I will recommend it for my patients, and I'll be telling the owners what it does for their dog. And the most common thing people say is, well, do they make this for people? You know, and so it's just funny because I've had a lot of preferred customers get on it for themselves when they see the results for their dog. And even some of them have become distributors, which is kind of crazy. So, you know, it's been a real blessing to us. The product, obviously, the business model, which took me a while to get my head wrapped around that part of it. But, you know, honestly, it's been incredible to build this with other people who just want to help people and help animals. And it's provided us an extra source of income that we didn't have. It's allowed us, you know, to have more time with our family. And so it's just been a win-win in every way for us. So I guess I will open it up for questions.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Parnes. Fantastic information. Guys, you're all muted, so all you have to do is unmute or feel free to type in the chat bar. I know we had one question from Julie Mai out of Hawaii. Are these videos available on YouTube, online, and where can individuals find these videos of the canine, the horses? As you can see, guys, it's not just for dogs, but Protandim and Canine Health can be for everyone and your mammals who breathe oxygen. So Dr. Parnes, if you want to take that one.
You know, Julie, they're not on YouTube because those are our personal cases, and so we did get permission to share those with you know, friends and things like that, but we didn't feel like it was the right venue to put on YouTube. But it is something that we can email you. So I do have those videos that I can email you, but they're not on YouTube.
Yeah, if you want to type your email address in the chat, and we'll send them to you. And as always, guys, anyone who was referred over to this webinar, get back with the individual that shared this with you if you do not have Canine Health yet, and they'll be able to set you up on Canine Health and the products. We work as a team in LifeVantage, so we're here to help you get educated on all of our product lines. So tonight was on Canine Health. Next week on Tuesday, we're featuring Nrf2 athlete. So I like to say if you have a body, you are an athlete. So it's not just for individuals that play sports, but for everyone that breathes oxygen. So you're more than welcome to tune in next Tuesday as well.
I see a lot of emails, Julie or Jessica. How do I save all these? Can I come back and like that way I can send videos to all these people that are putting their email in?
Dr. Parnes?
Uh-huh.
Bob Warner here. Can you talk for a moment about cats? I have a lot of PCs that are asking about what have we got for my cat, and we've been telling them to break up a Canine Health into a quarter and give it to their cats. But have you got any recommendations for cats?
Yeah. So for cats, the dose that I use is 1/8 of a Protandim. So it's a really small. You know, you can, because it's sort of oval, you can half it, quarter it, and eighth it, and it's a really small portion of the pill. You can put it in a little butter or a pill pocket or something like that if the cat will eat it that way. Because of the conversion factor and dose between the Canine Health, the dose on the Canine Health would be a half a tablet. Now, it's flavored, and some cats will eat that. You can crumble it in their food, put it in a little bit of wet food, and they will eat that just fine. So it really kind of depends, like, on the cat. Some people have better luck just doing the smaller, 8th Protandim in a pill pocket versus the Canine Health. So either one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Fantastic. Thanks so much for everyone hopping on. I've got, I think, everybody's email addresses on here, but feel free to email us directly, and I'll share the screen here again in a minute, take down our emails, and we'll make sure that we get these videos over as well. I have a couple of videos on dogs and horses that are on YouTube, but don't hesitate to email us, and we'll make sure that we get these over to you in a timely fashion.
Yeah.
Hi, I have a question.
Sure.
Hi, this is Rusty. Hi, Jessica and Dr. Allison. Awesome. I'd like to know how can we watch this again? We didn't get to watch the whole thing. Did you record it? Anything available?
The whole presentation was recorded, and I'll have this posted. I have the recordings are posted on my Crate Consulting Facebook page. For those of you that aren't on Facebook, feel free to email me directly. Our emails are posted here on the screen, and I'll share this recording as soon as this presentation's over.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
I was just going to say for YouTube, one of the videos that I show all the time, especially if I'm doing lunch and learns, you know, at clinics or just wanting to share videos with friends, is that Cassie video that's on YouTube. She's a yellow lab, and if you type in Protandim and dogs, it's one of the first ones that pops up, but it's a great video. But she's a yellow lab, just shows before and after, and truly, like, that video is what I see in my patients. So if you haven't seen it, like go look that up, because it's awesome video.
Yeah, Cassie the dog and Zamora the horse, guys, are fantastic, and I'll type these into the chat bar as well. You can YouTube them both.
The studies that you mentioned, where can we get copies of the studies? What link can we go to?
Are you a distributor?
Yes.
Okay, so if you go into your back office,
Okay.
and on your homepage, go under communications, and it'll drop down and you'll see library, and go into the library. And so communications, click on that, and then there's a drop down menu, and you go into your library. And if you go to the canine health section of your library, all of the studies are there, and all the product sheets are there.
Right, and I've got those, and I give those out. But the ones like you referenced, a couple of different ones from journals that were in your briefing.
So, okay, so the one from veterinary practice is online, and you know, it's funny. I have a hard copy of that journal, but I don't. You have to like look up the name. Haven't looked it up online, but I know they do have an online version of it. But it's in the February edition of Veterinary Practice journal. So if you Google that, and it's the dental edition, you know, it's got a cat on the front with, like, you know, its mouth open.
Right.
You should be able to find it there. And then there was one other one. Oh, the other one didn't mention canine health. That was just a Eukanuba circular that went around last year, but it did mention oxidative stress, SOD, catalase, all those things that, you know, our products increase. And I just thought that was really cool that, you know, the field is really looking at that now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Great questions, guys. We've got another couple minutes here. Any other questions, comments? I've got all these emails here, and we'll make sure we follow up with you all. And then don't hesitate to email us directly if you'd like the recording.
Thank you guys so much. It's great questions.
Keep these dogs healthy. I was periscoping today, Dr. Parnes, and my roommate just walked in, but I've been sneaking canine health to these cats because they're almost as big as
that. I actually watched your periscope. I was laughing, and I was like, well, we better make sure that we're dosing this cat. It's going to start doing flips.
Right.
Like the dog.
The parkour cats and dogs. I love it.
Awesome. No, I think that's great.
So, Dr. Parnes, I have a question, please.
Yeah.
I have a quarter horse who's about, I don't know, mid-20s and arthritic, and I have been giving her, I started giving her one Protandim a day, and I have increased that to 2 Protandim a day. And I suspect she's, 1,100 pounds or so. Do you think that's the right dosage?
I think so. It's one of those things. I mean, I've heard like crazy doses sometimes in horses, like it depending on, and what Sean Talbot used to say is, really we should be dosing on oxidative stress and not necessarily weight. So I don't know that the weight is really the biggest thing anyway. I think it's more about the disease process that's going on in the body and the inflammation and all of that. I will say that I think rather than doubling up once a day, it might be more effective to do 1 tablet twice a day. Or 2 tablets twice a day. You might want to start, because it is pulsatile in nature, how it works. And so, you're getting, when you take it, that Nrf2 activation is happening pretty quickly after you give it. And then over the course of about 8 hours, it's going to kind of go back down to dormant. So if you come back and hit it again 8 hours later, you might actually get a better handle on the problem than just doubling up on it once a day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that might be something to try if you're not seeing a difference on what you're, or a big improvement.
Yeah, no, I have seen a huge difference in her, but that would make sense to space it out from morning to evening.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Great question, Mary. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Linda, Rusty, Paige, Brenda, I got your emails. Thanks so much, guys. You guys are awesome. So excited for this Tuesday night webinar. Next week, as like I stated previously, we are featuring Nrf2 athletes. So next week, Nrf2 athlete. We're going to be featuring athletes. But guys, remember, like Bill Bowerman says from Nike, if you have a body, you are an athlete. So join us each and every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, same day, different expert. Always an incredible topic to help you look, feel, live better, and venture higher together. Thanks so much for joining us. And Dr. Parnes, you are incredible, world-class stuff here. So thank you so much for taking the time out tonight to provide your expertise. You're amazing.
Thank you. Great. Thank you so much, guys. It was awesome. Talk to you soon.
Cheers.